and welcome to IMDB's Worst 100.
Today we're looking at number 78, Ed. Starring Matt Le Blanc.
And a monkey, but it's not actually a monkey, it's a person. It doesn't say who plays the monkey on the box.
Ed. Played by Ed.
Okay. Why is this film on the bottom 100 list? How could it be? I know that's what you're asking. Well, let's find out.
Ed stars Matt Le Blanc, Joey from Friends, as Jack Cooper. The film opens with Cooper trying out for a baseball team, and apparently he's really good at throwing and he gets accepted on the team.
Holy torpedo, Batman! I think we got a rocket arm!
Then you see that he lives on the farm with his parents.
He's a farmer.
He's a farmer,
Yeah.
a small town farmer who gets into a minor league baseball team. So he then moves away from the farm to be a part of this minor league baseball team. He gets a flat. During one of the practices, the coach says to him, "You need to pick up our mascot."
Hey, buddy, wake up.
This is the start of something beautiful.
That's just chemistry right there, isn't it?
Yeah. Cooper takes Ed back with him, and he ends up having to have Ed as a roommate. As you can imagine, it hilariously goes wrong. He's living with a monkey, man.
I thought you were going to say, because he's living with Matt Le Blanc. Am I right, guys?
I should probably also point out that Cooper sucks when he plays in front of an audience or at an actual match and keeps doing a curveball. Now, we don't know baseball, let's be real. We're from the UK, it's not something here.
No, we don't know much about UK sports anyway.
No. And I still don't know anything about baseball.
Something to do with people going like this.
This and this.
In for the sign. He's shaking it off.
Over the time, they find out that Ed's really good at baseball and he actually joins the team as a baseballer, not as a mascot.
That monkey does not play in this baseball game. Look, we let all kinds of people play this game.
Oh, that's big of you, Greg. You're out of here. Fine. Baseball is America's game. Every American, regardless of race, creed, color, species.
The coaches can't decide if they want to keep Joey on the team or not because, Cooper on the team, because he's pretty shit.
They don't want to keep him because he's pretty shit, but they do want to keep him because he's the main character.
Yeah.
So obviously...
So it's in an awkward position.
Yeah,
really.
exactly. You can't ditch the main character.
There's a romance that I can't be bothered to go into that much with the lady, and she has a kid, so there's that. And then Ed gets sold to somewhere that electrocutes him for some reason. At this point, Cooper and Ed are friends now because that's how it goes. They've learnt to love each other. He's obviously distraught to see his friend get taken off in a van, and he goes after him on the day of the big match where he can find out if he can become a professional baseball player, even though he's shit.
What the hell do you know?
He finds Ed in this horrible cage that's electrocuting him because evil.
Yeah.
And he gets him out, punches a man in the face and calls him an animal, which is funny because Ed's an animal.
He's a chimpanzee. Animal.
I didn't actually catch that one. That was too
witty
good for me.
you.
Yeah.
Gets Ed out. Ed goes to hospital, a human hospital. No
Yeah.
questions. Cooper's girlfriend and daughter come. The daughter's like, "You need to go play this baseball match because this is your future."
I'll stay with him.
Oh, I don't know, honey.
I'll be okay. Your team's depending on you, Deuce.
He goes, leaves the daughter and Ed in the hospital.
Yeah.
And then Ed and the daughter escape the hospital, steal an ambulance to get to the match.
Stealing an ambulance is worth it to go see a minor league baseball team.
Yeah.
Because, let's face it, ambulances aren't as important.
No.
They're not
definitely
used for anything
Don't
important.
be, yeah.
Whereas
okay.
baseball,
baseball guys. Anyway, as you can imagine, he throws the ball well. It kind of ends with the assumption, I guess, that he goes on to do great things. And then you get the end scene. That is Ed. Ed, ladies and gentlemen. I guess we should probably start by talking about the driving force of the film. The relationship between our two leads. What did you think?
It kind of worked for me. It's objectively a bad film. I
Yeah.
can see why it's on the list. But actually, I found it surprisingly watchable. I'm not even sure why, but I guess we should probably try and figure that out.
I was really wondering if you felt like that, because I felt similarly. I thought I was gonna absolutely hate it. All this stuff happening didn't bother me.
It helped that the monkey doesn't talk. Talking animal films suck. There's no good ones.
But there's something about Ed, because he should be really, really annoying, but I didn't find him really annoying.
Nice.
They make him quite like what a monkey's like, I guess.
Although
Like,
we should probably point out, this isn't actually a monkey. It's a person in a monkey suit. But actually, I think it worked in its favour that it wasn't a real monkey, because they were able to do a bit more with the monkey.
the mask was really scary. I found the face very hard to watch a bit to start with, but you get used to it. Yeah, I found, for some reason, the relationship was fine, the monkey was fine. I think I liked the monkey more than I liked Cooper.
For what the film was, I came with very low expectations. Actually thought it was. I'm not saying it wasn't good, but it was entertaining.
I'd say I think the relationship felt almost organic as a premise for a lot of films.
Yeah.
Sometimes it feels very hammed in. It's obviously shit. It's weird, random thing, but it didn't feel too forced. It wasn't like really overly cheesy. They kind of just went with it.
What was quite good is they didn't do the trope of them falling out. In the beginning of the third act, they fall out and then they like make friends again. They didn't bother with that.
No.
That's a really boring film trope. And, you know, I was quite glad that it was just quite a continuous...
I assumed what would happen was that when Ed gets on the baseball team, Cooper was going to be annoyed because he's better than him or more popular, but actually he didn't do that. He was quite supportive, like a real friend.
What did you think of the beginning and end scenes of the film?
What beginning and end scenes? They were really weird, especially the opening. It started on the baseball pitch field, I don't know, thing, grounds, the grounds of baseball, and I don't know, you didn't really get why he wanted to join the baseball team, and then the next scene didn't really explain it, because he was just on this farm with his family, and it kind of missed out on establishing anything.
It is weird they had this establishing scene, but the establishing scene doesn't establish, it just raises quite a lot of questions, like Cooper is throwing the ball on a field, and then for some reason there's a policeman doing a speed test on the ball, and then by the policeman is the two coaches. They just happen to be hanging out with a policeman who had a speedometer in a park where there's literally just Cooper. But that scene's over in like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Kid, did anyone ever see you pitch? My mom.
Then why would he want to do it if he's not interested in it? Kind of makes the motivation and the end goal of the film seem a bit odd. It's never really explained why or how he got there. It's quite funny almost.
Yeah. It was funny actually. It was so abrupt that it actually became funny.
But in a similar fashion, it just ended because they won the baseball match and then they were in a car, unexplained where they were going. Okay, and then it just ended.
Again, that I kind of appreciated that. Like, it was so abrupt, it was comical. Oh, we're done now.
Yeah.
Piss off.
What did you think of where the film focused on?
It's slightly weird that the film is the story of Cooper, but it's also the story of Ed. And then there's this romance, which, I mean, you clock it straight away. Oh, this is going to be the romance.
Yeah.
And that's quite odd. It's done in a strange way because it's like the mum, her and Cooper don't seem to,
Well, they've
you
got
know,
no
neither of them are
chemistry.
going to make the move, but her young daughter, she's the one who makes the moves, and she points out that he's got a nice butt.
He is one troubled guy.
I guess, but he's got a great butt.
She's sort of the one who's trying to push him to ask her out and stuff.
Yeah.
The whole thing is just very odd, and I think that's what I liked about it. There's a bit where Cooper says he wants to spank the monkey.
I'm gonna spank that monkey.
There's a scene where Cooper gets drunk, and then the monkey, Ed,
God.
drives him home, because obviously he's too drunk to drive. And there's this really quite surreal scene. I mean, it's quite good, really, isn't it?
I really found that funny, that scene. It got funnier the longer it went on, just because it was the realisation of what was going on and was happening. It was so fast that it's just like unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is going on right now? I found that really funny.
It worked, didn't it?
It worked because it didn't make sense. Yeah. It just obviously were having a right laugh with it.
In a slight change to the way we normally do this, I actually gave Emma this question in advance so that you could prepare some answers. So, shall I just direct your attention to the DVD here? Basically what you'll see is that it comes with the tagline, Minor League, Major Friendship. So I just challenged Emma to see if she could come up with any better taglines than Minor League, Major Friendship. And I've come up with some too. And we'll just see who's come up with good ones.
I had a lot of fun with this. I did it at work and it's probably the most productive thing I did all day. Okay. Minor story, major headache.
Yeah.
Minor purpose, major fuck up. Minor sense, major senselessness. Minor league, major bullshit. Minor league...
I'm sensing a theme
Laughing
here.
at my minor league, major friendship.
Actually, I thought of that one. But I
That
didn't
one
put
really
it.
made me laugh to myself. Shit league, shit friendship.
Yeah, getting down to the essence of it there.
Joey from Friends is mates with a monkey for some reason. Minorly surprised this didn't majorly fuck up Joey's career.
Nice, yeah. I think
I
my
left
favourite
it
one
there.
is the second to last one.
Joey from Friends is mates with a monkey for some reason.
Because I can really imagine that being the tagline.
My favourite one is minor league, major friendship. I don't know why, it's a subtlety.
Alright, this is mine. You guys can vote in the comments which ones you think are better. Minor League, nice butt.
Great butt.
Minor League, major setback to previously successful film and TV career. Man and Monkey, the ultimate love story. So no one told you life was gonna be this monkey. Almost as good as that episode of Friends with the Monkey. Plan Not of the Apes. A monkey wearing clothes, a minor league baseball team, and Matt Le Blanc's butt. This film writes itself. Throwing curveballs is good, I think. I still don't understand baseball. If you love your child, leave her alone with a large monkey so you can watch a guy you've been on one date with play minor league baseball. That's just a lesson I picked up from the film. Matt Le Spank, the monkey. Matt Le Spank. Even Netflix won't touch this shit. And a real home run of a movie, because if someone puts this on in your home, you should run.
Oh shit, yours are way better than mine.
I even typed mine up.
'Cause
That's the kind of professional that I am.
I mean, I don't know, I thought maybe we had to keep it to a similar format.
I mean, I did for the first two, and then I got bored of that.
To be fair, I think my favourite's minor league, nice butt.
Maybe we should make this a regular feature, that we should always do a little tagline off.
He's got a great butt.
Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and let us know if you've seen Ed, or if you've got any ideas for some taglines for the film.
Oh yeah, come up with taglines. That's a good idea. Come up
Yeah.
with taglines.
So you need to come up with a tagline for minor league, major friendship. So yeah, see what you come up with. It was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm confused why it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I think I actually might be on a hungover day tempted to pop this in again.
Yeah, it has got that. I don't know what it is.
Oh, bad monkey, bad! Damn it!
Please remember to like the video and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because we do lots of these videos. So you want to watch the next one, right? Right, guys?
Right.
Right. So see you next time. Bye-bye.